Welcome back to the sanctuary of hidden truths, anything you want. In an industry governed by the brutal laws of impermanence, where cast lists change with the seasons, friendships dissolve between projects, and promises are often forgotten before the director yells cut, there are rare connections that refuse to vanish. We are used to stories of rivalry, of on-set feuds, and of romances that burn bright and fade fast. But today, we are opening the door on something much quieter, yet infinitely more powerful, a bond that has endured the erosion of time. We are talking about Alp Navruz and Alina Boz. Time passes, careers scatter in different directions, and new co-stars come and go. Yet, a recent confession from Alp Navruz has rippled through the celebrity world, reminding us that some foundations are built on stone. He said it without embellishment, speaking more to himself than to the cameras. Alina holds a special place in my heart. These words are not merely nostalgia, they are a testament to a shared history that few understand. Before we travel back to the rehearsal room where two young dreamers first crossed paths, I must ask for your alliance. To ensure you never miss these deep dives into the human stories behind the stars, verify that you are subscribed to anything you want. And for those who wish to be the true patrons of this channel, helping us champion independent storytelling, I invite you to click the join button below. Your support is the gravity that holds this universe together. Now, settle in. We are about to revisit the quiet, lasting friendship that defies the rules of the game. The trigger for this journey into the past was a sentence that landed with the weight of a confession. In a recent interview, Alp Navruz, a man who typically guards his inner world with a calm reserve, allowed a moment of vulnerability to slip through. Alina holds a special place in my heart, he admitted. The phrase was simple, but its resonance was complex. It carried the scent of their first set, the pulse of early rehearsals, and the memory of a colleague who turned into a confidant. This was not a statement manufactured for a headline. It was an acknowledgement of a specific kind of intimacy, professional intimacy. It spoke of the careful breath taken before a first big scene, the security of leaning on someone steady when everything else felt unsteady. It was a nod to a friendship that did not fray even when life pulled them into different orbits. Why is this bond being discussed again at the start of a new year? Because in a world of shifting sands, Alp's words served as an anchor, a reminder that before the fame, the magazine covers, and the summer hits, there was just Alp and Alina, trying to figure it out together. To understand the depth of this connection, we must excavate the past. Their story did not begin on a red carpet or at a glittering premiere. It began in the humble confines of a test set, a pilot workshop from the early 2010s that was never supposed to matter to the wider world. By today's standards, it was a modest laboratory, a single camera, a sound guy fighting the hum of the air conditioner, and a handful of chairs. It was here, under cheap fluorescent lights, that two young talents found each other. Alina arrived with that focused calm that would later become her signature, a duality of delicacy and steel. Alp, not yet the headline name he is today, brought a quiet gravity, listening more than he spoke. That day, in front of a blinking tally light and strangers too tired to smile, they built a scene that felt like stepping onto a tightrope and finding someone's hand already there. For Alp, this was a leap into the unknown, a doorway into the crushing weight of expectation. And in that compressed little world, Alina became his first true on-camera partner in a way that mattered. As he later reflected, she was also my first co-star, signaling that she was the hinge upon which his craft turned from potential to reality. We are witnessing the origin story of a power duo. It makes you wonder, do you think the first person you work with shapes your entire career? Is there someone from your past who still holds a special place because they were there at the beginning? Let us know your stories in the comments below. And remember, hitting the like button helps us continue to bring you these detailed narratives. For those who want to support our analysis directly, the join button is waiting. She supported me a lot. When Alp speaks these words, he is pointing to a very specific, fragile period in his life. The first surge of fame is a storm. It brings endless notes about posture, gaze, and rhythm, accompanied by a public curiosity that feels like warmth until it burns. In the eye of that storm, having a co-star who could steady the ground was a salvation. Alina wasn't just talented back then, she was prepared. She treated the script like a musical score, coming ready and staying present. She drew a circle of seriousness around the work that forced everyone else to step up. She gave as much off-camera as she did on, providing Alp with the stability he needed to find his footing. This dynamic birthed a unique compatibility that viewers still talk about today. Alp's characters often speak softly but carry storms inside. Alina's characters appear delicate but hide stubborn cores. Their energies mirrored each other, her clarity and his quiet, creating a cinematic logic that was birthed in that small workshop room. In the entertainment industry, the phrase "see you later" is often polite fiction, a lie we tell to avoid saying goodbye. But when Alp Navruz stated, "We still see each other," he wasn't offering a platitude. He was telling the simple truth of two people who haven't let time turn them into strangers. He followed this with a powerful endorsement: "I admire her very much. She has proven her worth in Turkey." This was not just professional respect, it was a recognition of the journey. He was acknowledging the risks Alina took, the reinventions she chose, and the unglamorous grit required to sustain a career after the glitter fades. Alina, in turn, has always spoken of Alp with the same measured admiration. In her interviews, she highlights his discipline, his lack of ego, and his focus. In a marketplace where loud declarations are the currency, their quiet, mutual respect is the gold standard. They didn't walk the same path. Alina tested herself in contrasting shades of drama and romance, while Alp gravitated toward characters that grew in the shadows, but the line connecting them never snapped. Distance only gave it elasticity. We love to treat the new year as a reset button, assuming everything needs a fresh coat of paint. But the friendship between Alp and Alina proves that some things don't require reinvention. The gossip columns whisper of a recurring detail that speaks volumes. On certain special days, birthdays, milestones, and New Year's, they exchange messages and brief calls. They keep a ritual alive. It isn't loud. There are no curated Instagram posts or performative public feasts. It is just recognition. It is a bond that belongs both to the past and the present. At the heart of the industry, this sort of bond is rare because it resists the market's favorite trick, turning every human tie into a headline. As Alp once said, "I will continue in this industry listening to the voice of my heart." Perhaps that is the secret to their endurance? They have both chosen the slow honesty of craft over the fast currency of noise. In the universe of celebrity chatter, love stories are catnip. Crises and breakups dominate the news cycle. But friendships? They are quiet. They don't demand a stage, which might be why they frequently outlast the rest. Alp Navruz's sentence, "Alina holds a special place in my heart," is not just a salute to the past, it is proof of a living bond. It points to a thread still present, still warm, still able to deliver comfort on a cold night in early January. As we step into a new year, their story offers a simple reminder: friendship isn't measured by being on the same set, but by keeping the same feeling even as months turn into years. Thank you for walking through this beautiful story with us on Anything You Want. If this tribute to enduring friendship touched you, please leave a comment and share this video. Make sure you are subscribed and have the bell icon clicked. And to our Join members, thank you for allowing us to celebrate the quiet victories of the heart. Until next time, value the friends who knew you before the world did. Goodbye.